Today I'm going to be talking about um, multiplying decimals by powers of 10. And uh, I'm actually going to be going over in these next couple of videos three different methods we can use to multiply decimals by powers of 10. So 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, etc. Are powers of 10. So how we end up doing this is there are a couple of different ways, but we'll start with one way here. So the first thing you do is we look at the power of 10. We see how many zeros there are. Okay. Since there is 1 0 here, what we can think about is we can think about moving this decimal, okay? We can think about moving all of these numbers, okay, one spot to the left, and then the decimal stays the same. So if we're multiplying by 10, all of these numbers go one spot to the left, okay? Technically, the 0 would go one spot to the left, but that doesn't change the value. We don't need to write the 0. So it all goes one spot to the left, okay? Now, in this one, we have 2 zeros, okay? So that means that everything goes 2 spots to the left relative to the decimal point. So that would be, you can imagine me shifting it one spot to the left here, and then it would just be one more spot to the left. So all of the numbers kind of shift over. So then it becomes, right? Because these numbers shift one spot to the left is 4 and 53 hundredths. 2 spots to the left is 45 and 3 tenths. And then 3 spots to the left would be 453, right? Because it would just be one more spot that we're shifting all of these numbers. Now, one thing I do want to point out is 4 tenths times 1,000. Now, what are we going to do? Now, look. This only has one number after the decimal place. So, what are we going to do? We can't really... how are we going to move 3 spots, 3 digits over to the other side? So, what we can do is just add zeros at the end. If you add zeros after the decimal place to the end of the number, it does not change the value. And then it makes it easier to actually be able to do this work. So we can think, once again, of shifting the numbers 3 spots over. So if we did 1 spot over, it would be 4.00. 2 spots over, it would be 40.0. And 3 spots over would be 400. And then, we could write 0.0. Obviously, these decimals and point zeros are unnecessary. This is just 4, 40, and 400. So that would be times 10, times 100, times 1,000. So I just wanted to mention that. So, yep, not really too difficult, but there are 2 other ways that I also have to 2 other methods to do this, or ways of thinking about it that you can use. So just wait for those videos to see the other two methods.